Let's take the derivative of each of these functions. The first one is y equals to 6x squared minus 4x plus 7 minus e. So y prime, or you can call this a dy dx, the derivative of y with respect to x. So using simple power rule, the first one, 6x squared, you bring the 2 down, right? So 6 bring the 2 down, and then x2 minus 1. And then the 4x, the x is raised to the first power. So 4, bring the 1 down, and then x1 minus 1. The derivative of 7 is 0. The derivative of e is equals to 0. 7 and e, they are both a constant. And then y prime, that is equals to 12x minus 4. Okay, so 12x minus 4 is the answer to the first function. And then the next one in pink, so let's match the colors. We have f of x equals to negative 5x to the 10 minus 6x to the negative 8 plus square root of x, so that will be a 1/2 power. This is a negative 1/3. And then minus 2. So f prime of x, you can call this a df dx, the derivative of function f with respect to x. Bring the 10 down, and then 10 minus 1. Bring the negative 8 down, and then negative 8 minus 1. Bring the 1/2 down, and then 1/2 minus 1. And then bring the negative 1/3 down, and then negative 1/3 minus 1. The derivative of negative 2 is equals to 0. Alright, let's clean this up. We have f prime of x equals to negative 50, x to the 9th power, and then plus 48, x to the negative 9 power, and then plus 1/2, x to the negative 1/2 power, and then plus 1/3, x to the negative 4/3, right? So next 4/3. Hold on. 1/3 my negative. We have a negative. That is, you know what? Cube root 1/3. 1/3, and then this is a plus. And then we have a minus 1/3. And then this is a past 1/3 minus 1. Okay, let's rewrite this. Past 1/3 minus 1, so past 1/3 minus 1, then that will be negative 2/3. Negative 2/3. I am good with this ends with having rational exponent and negative exponent, but when you do homework online, they might want you to get rid of the rational and negative exponent. So then you have to do an extra steps like that. Negative 50x to the 9th power, and then plus 48 divided by x to the 9th power, and then plus 1 divided by 2 times square root of x minus 1 divided by 3 times the cube root of x squared. Okay, and then the next problem, we have the problem in green, right? So we have the problem in green. So we have g of x equals to let's move this up. We have the g of x equals to 5x to the negative 1/3, and then minus 4 x to the 2/7, and then minus the ln raised to a power raised to kx, right? So raised to kx, you can just bring the kx down to the front, and then ln itself is equals to 1. So this is really a constant k times x, and then the rest, so this is you are subtracting the whole thing, so you have to distribute the minus. That is a minus 6x squared divided by x to the 3/2, and then minus x to the 1/2 divided by x to the 3/2, and then plus 1 divided by x to the 3/2. I haven't taken any derivative yet. I am cleaning up the power to make the derivative easier. And then g of x, that is equals to 5x to the negative 1/3, and then minus 4x to the 2/7, and then minus kx, and then minus 6x. You have 2 minus 1/3, so that is equals to 4 minus 3, so that is a 1/2, and then 1/2 minus 3 over 2, so that is negative 2 over 2, which is x to the negative 1, and then plus x to the negative 3 over 2. So now I take derivative. So g prime of x, that is equals to 5 times negative 1/3, and then you have a negative 1/3 minus 1, so that is a negative 4 over 3, and then 4 times 2 over 7, and then 2 over 7 minus 1, that is negative 5 over 7. Derivative of kx is just equals to k, and then 6, bring the 1/2 down, 1/2 minus 1, and then you bring the negative 1 down, negative 1 minus 1, and then you bring the 3 over 2 down, negative 2 over 3 minus 1 is negative 5 over 2. Clean this up. G prime of x, that is equals to negative 5, and then this is a 3, and then the cube root of x to the 4th plus 8, 7, the 7th root x to the 5th minus k, and then a 3, right? So this will be a 3 divided by square root of x, and then plus 1 over x squared, and then minus 3 over 2, so that is a square root x to the 5th, and this is done. The last one is all the way up on top, is in purple. I will just copy the function for you, and then I will work on it. So the last one is h of t, that is t times t to the negative 3/2 minus 10t to the negative 3, and then plus 4 over 3 pi r squared, and then t to the 100 power. First of all, you will have to distribute the t, so ht, this is a t to the 1 minus that, so that is that will be a negative 1/2, and then you have a 1 minus 3, so t to the negative 1/2, and then minus 10, 1 minus 3 is negative 2, and then plus 4 over 3 pi r t to the 100 power, and then h prime of t. So now I am taking derivative, bring the 1/2 down, negative 1/2 minus 1, and then bring the negative 2 down, and then negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3, and then 4 over 3 pi r, you bring the 100 down, and then t to the 99th power. And then let's clean that up. So h prime of t, okay, let me remind you this, because a couple years ago when I was teaching this, some students treat this as derivative. This is only simplifying the power, because I want to make sure all the powers are prepared, and then I can bring the power down, take the power minus 1. That is not a derivative. You are not taking, unless you use the power rule, like start bringing power down and then take the power minus 1. Otherwise, rewriting the powers, the exponents, that is not derivative. Again, rewriting the exponent is not derivative. Okay, let's continue. We have negative 1 and then 2, so this is a square root t to the 3rd. Okay, and then plus 20, this is a t to the 3rd, and then plus the 4 times 100, right? So that will be 400 divided by 3 pi r t to the 99th power. We do not touch the pi r because this is h of t. T is the only independent variable, just like the previous problem. That is g of x, so x is the only independent variable. Everything else is a constant. K is just a constant. All right, so that is the end of this video. I have more derivative in the next video, so I will see you all over there.